In this video, I'm reviewing the Eclio Vetus 2 e-bike, which is Eclio's moped-style e-bike that's designed for riders who want good power, decent range, and all-day comfort while maintaining affordability. I'm going to be going over the unboxing and assembly process, I'll go in-depth in the build and features, and do an acceleration test, a braking test, a hill climb test, and reviewing how it rides. There's a lot to cover, so let's get to it. The Vetus 2 comes in a standard sized bicycle box, but it is heavy, so make sure to be careful when moving, and if it's too heavy for you, I recommend having someone help you move it. After opening, the bike's assembled about 85%. All you have to do is remove all the packing foam and zip ties, install the handlebars, front wheel, headlight, fenders, display, and the front brake disc. I typically don't have to install brake discs, but I did like the Eclio left it uninstalled since it reduces the chance of bending the disc during shipment. Included in the box with the necessary tools. It's a pretty easy bike to put together, with the whole process only taking me about 25 minutes, with most of my time being spent installing the brake disc, fenders, and headlight. You should have no problem putting it together yourself, regardless of your mechanical skill level. Just be sure to take your time. When I went through the bike, all the bolts were tight, and it powered up no problem. The bike comes with a 500 watt brushless rear hub motor with a peak power output of 1000 watts, and 60 Newton meters of torque, using either the throttle or pedal assist up to 20 miles per hour. The factory setting is a top speed of 20 miles per hour, but you can unlock a top speed of 28 pretty easily. All you have to do is make sure the bike is off, then fully twist the throttle, hold both brakes for about 10 seconds, and while still holding the throttle and brake, press the power button, tap the NFC card, and then you have the new top speed of 28 miles per hour. Powering the bike is a removable 48 volt, 13 amp hour lithium ion battery that gets up to 30 miles when using the throttle and up to 50 miles when using pedal assist. The brakes are mechanical disc brakes, with 160mm rotors both in the front and in the rear. The drivetrain is a 7-speed Shimano, with a 28-tooth cassette and a 40-tooth chainring. The bike comes with 20-inch wheels with knobby tires with a 4-inch width. The Vetus 2's full suspension, with a dual crown fork and a rear coil shock. It comes with a really pretty tan-colored Moped-Style seat that's 23 inches long and 6 inches wide, and for an added looks bonus, it matches the black and tan color of the bike perfectly. And for additional safety, there's a rear tail light that uses a brake light and also has turn signals. There's also a front LED headlight that's bright enough so you can ride the bike at nighttime. The bike also comes with a very pretty 4.3-inch LCD display that shows the battery life, assist mode, speed, gear mode, and odometer. The Vetus 2 measures about 66.5 inches long, has a wheelbase of about 43.3 inches, a seat height of 32.7 inches, a handlebar height of 43.5 inches, and a handlebar width of 29 inches. And at the time of this recording, you can pick up the Vetus 2 for $729 on Eclio's website.
Alright, first thing we're going to do is to verify the speedometer accuracy on the Vetus 2. I'm comparing the bike against an iPhone app. And all this is from factory settings, which is the top speed of 20 miles per hour. So, the first we're going to do is speed level 1, which is 10 miles per hour on the bike, 10 on the app. Perfect. Okay, so next we're doing speed level 2, which is 15 miles per hour on the bike, 14 on the app. We're going between 14 and 15, so that one is perfect as well. Alright, last is speed level 3 from the factory top speed of 20 miles per hour. The bike says 20, the app says 20. Perfect. Alright, let's do the acceleration test using the throttle to the factory top speed of 20 miles per hour. Ready, and go. 10, 15. We're tapped. Wow. Not bad at all.
So for the final results, the Vetus 2 in 0 to 10 miles per hour in 4 seconds, 0 to 15 in 5.2 seconds, and to the factory top speed of 20 miles per hour in 8.3 seconds. So the bike has a very smooth and linear power output. It doesn't have crazy power, but it does have a decent amount of torque that it puts down in a very rider-friendly manner.
Alright, so next we're doing is the hill climb test. This is about an 8 or 9% gradient. We're going to see how far we use the throttle. Right now, throttle only, And we're still doing 20 up this hill. 19. 18. Man, that was easy. A 9% gradient like nothing. Let's do something a little steeper. Okay, next hill climb. This hill starts off at a 12% gradient and goes all the way up to 15. Something to keep in mind though is on the company website, they say the max climbing ability is 12%. So I'm at 180 pounds, and I think they might be right. Okay, so now we're going to the steep part of the hill. Now we're hitting 15%, and the bike is definitely going a lot slower. We're only doing 8. But you know what? I think we're gonna make it. Wow, okay. So, at least according to my watch, the bike went up a 15% gradient, which is better than advertised. Wow, okay, nice. Last but certainly not least, is one of the steepest hills in the town I live in. This is a 22% gradient. Now I fully expect that I'm not going up with the throttle. So I really want to see how powerful this bike is when pedaling. Doing 10 miles an hour. Let's downshift a little bit. Now obviously, this is a moped-style e-bike. So you sit more like a motorcycle. So pedaling is not the most efficient, but we're doing it. My knees are coming up kind of high. I'm 5'10", just a reference point. But a 22% gradient, it was able to pedal pretty easily.
Next, I want to test out the braking distance from each of the factory speed levels. First is in speed level 1, which is 10 miles per hour, which the bike did in 7 feet. Next was in speed level 2, which is 15 miles per hour, and the bike stopped in 12 feet. And last was on the top speed of 20 miles per hour, which the bike stopped in an impressive 20 feet. So the brakes on the Vetus 2 really surprised me. I had pretty low expectations, but for mechanical disc brakes, they're surprisingly powerful with minimal skidding. So the last test is the ride comfort test, which in my opinion is the most important test for an electric bike. So I rode around the Vetus 2 around a lot of my testing, through many neighborhoods and varying types of roads. So the motor is pretty smooth, and it makes the bike easily accessible to many riders. It does have some decent torque, but nothing crazy. The rider is able to open the throttle wide open from a stop and not have to worry about the bike wheeling or flipping. The ride of the Vetus 2 on the pavement is very smooth and comfortable. The dual crown fork is able to mute out bumps and cracks in the pavement. The rear suspension rides pretty nice, but it is on the stiffer side, but the seat does have a lot of padding that really helps minimize vibrations. And since the bike does come with knobby tires that are 4 inches wide, I also decided to take the bike on some smoother dirt roads, and the bike remained very comfortable and had a ton of grip. But even though the bike was pretty comfortable on these types of dirt roads, I have to note that if you intend to go off-roading with the bike on trails that have a lot of big bumps and obstacles, the fork can get a little overwhelmed. The bike is also very stable at higher speeds. At the factory top speed of 20 miles per hour, the bike feels like it wants to go much faster, and when riding at 28 miles per hour, the bike remains stable and handles that speed extremely well. The handlebars are BMX style handlebars that don't offer any real height adjustment, but I found the height of the bars perfect for me. They do sit higher, so my arms are basically at a 90-degree angle to my torso, which kept my seating position comfortable with no pressure on my arms or wrists. So as a whole, I found the Vetus 2 a very comfortable ride with minimal fatigue. So far through my extensive testing, the Eclio Vetus 2 has held up extremely well to daily use. The motor's almost silent, smooth, and has pretty good acceleration. It's able to cruise at the top speed of 20 miles per hour with ease, and it feels like it wants to go faster, so I recommend just unlocking the top speed of 28 miles per hour. The bike feels so much more at home at the higher top speeds. The drivetrain is a Shimano 7-speed, which is a very common drivetrain, and it may not be the most robust, but it's simple and pretty reliable. If anything were to break, it's insanely cheap to repair or replace. The only bad part is that the gearing range is pretty minimal. But the truth of the matter is, this is a moped-style e-bike, and it's much more at home using the throttle. But if you choose to pedal, you can climb up some pretty steep hills. The brakes are mechanical and do a really good job of stopping the bike. They're nothing crazy, but they do work really well, and the rotors are big enough to have really good heat dissipation, and they provide reliable stopping power with minimal skidding or drama. I spoke about this a little bit during the ride comfort section, but the suspension does work really well if used in the right riding environments with smaller cracks and imperfections. On the road and smoother dirt roads, the bike is really comfortable and a delight to be on. But if you go off-road on rutty trails, you will start to feel the limitations of the suspension. It's not that the bike can't handle super bumpy roads, but the suspension, especially the fork, will start to get clunky and overwhelmed. The last thing I want to discuss is the fun factor, which on this bike is pretty high. This bike is a ton of fun to ride. Even though it has really good suspension, a thick seat, and bigger tires, there's still a lot of feel through the handlebars, which I appreciate. But even though the bike is a lot of fun straight out of the box, it's really when you unlock the top speed of 28 miles per hour that I really felt the bike's personality came out. So in conclusion, I really like the Vetus 2. It's an e-bike that has pretty good power, it's really comfortable, and allows you to unlock a higher top speed, it's a really good looking bike, and it's a lot of fun to ride. The bike is also priced to keep it affordable for many people. To me, this is a perfect bike for anyone who wants to get the sensation of riding a motorcycle without breaking the speed limit or your wallet. But if you have any questions or own a Vetus 2 or another Eclio bike and want to share your experience, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching and have a great one.